potty training newborns? The shocking and amazing story right here on Potty Training Extreme!
Potty training newborns is a little outside the norm here in the United States, but in developing countries, it's commonly accepted practice.
Yeah, but we don't want to call it potty training. The preferred nomenclature is elimination communication, and those that have diaper-free babies sometimes object to the phrase potty training.
If it's not potty training, what is it?
Well, I mean, it's attending closely to the child's needs and then listening to the signals. It's all about paying close attention to the child.
And this paying attention ends up with the pee and the poo in the potty.
Yes.
How is that not potty training?
Allow me to demonstrate using creative and tasteful graphics. Elimination communication depends on 4 main concepts: timing, signals, cueing, and intuition. Timing. Newborns evacuate like clockwork every 10 to 20 minutes. Older infants have specific times, like after eating, waking, or before the bath, when they're likely to need to use the bathroom. Parents take advantage of this timing to hold the babies over the potty. Signals. Attentive parents can learn certain signals that alert them when the baby needs to potty. These signals can be facial expressions, squirming, a certain cry, fussiness, grunting, or passing gas. As the infant matures, he or she may learn to signal caretakers by pointing or other behavior that they need to go to the potty. Cueing. Caretakers practicing EC will cue the baby with a sound when the baby eliminates for the first time, offering differing sounds for poo and pee. Maybe pss, pss for number 1 and for number 2. Eventually, these sounds will serve as a prompt when the baby is over the potty. I mean, really? Okay. Intuition. Practitioners of EC believe that over time they develop an intuition about when the child needs to go. A sort of potty ESP.
This sounds like a great way to get peed and pooped on.
Well, there's gonna be a little bit of that no matter what method you use, right?
You just dangle them over the potty.
You don't just dangle them. There's certain grips and holds that you use. If you want more information about how this all works, you go to diaperfreebaby.org. I'm not the expert, but that's a great place to start if you want more information.
Do you aim the little boys? Do you aim them?
I will admit that this is not the simplest method on the caretaker, but there are lots of advantages.
Yeah, I guess you'd save on diapers, but you spend a whole lot more on paper towels, if you know what I mean.
Well, you'd also have fewer diaper rashes, of course. And there's this great bond that develops between the caretaker and the baby because you're paying attention.
And how is that not potty training? Because it never works.
No, if you have doubts about whether or not it works, go to DadLabs.com. There's a number of practitioners that are using this method to potty train their children, hear about their successes and their struggles, and find out if this is something you'd be interested in, all at DadLabs.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Baby Bjorn, makers of the coolest potty chairs in the world, Baby Bjorn.
Well, that's all for us this week in the lab. See you next time. I wonder if we could elimination some of your communication.